Hey.
Everybody.
There we are. Hey, everybody. Oh, my goodness. It's Friday already.
I know. Look
Oh,
at
my
all
gosh.
these beautiful people here. Oh,
I'm going to do my
Jen,
thing. Hi.
Jane, Maruda, Cat Mama, Wiki. Hi, Wiki. Hi, Hypnicity.
Richie's
Oh,
there.
Wiki. Who else?
Yeah.
Did I miss anybody? Sorry.
I. That's okay. Here comes Ron. Hi, Ron.
Everyone, hi.
We're glad you guys are all with us this evening.
Yeah.
And Perrette is here too.
Perette. Hi, Perette.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
everybody's just so beautiful.
I know. It's so cool to have such high energy
Yeah.
coming through to this experience for us, and it is just really our honor that you guys are here, that you are here with us, and that you take the time on a Friday night to join us and explore, the angels and guides. So I just really want to thank you, and we're just super excited that you're here. So, and there's Judy B is with us too. So, as we go through and more people join, I'm not really sure if we're going to be able to say hi to everybody. There's a lot to cover for tonight. So, I make it sound like a teacher or something, huh? Okay, everybody get your pens out. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. But
Uh-oh.
yeah, so do you want to start, Val, with a protection
Yes. Yes.
bubble?
And I did this also. I always do this before without just by myself, but I like to do it with everybody. If we can take in a few deep breaths, ground down, and when I say, I'm sorry, getting off topic. I see my higher self pouring gold, sparkly light down into my energy field. You can pick any color you like, but I'm going to use gold, and I breathe that gold in down into Mother Earth about 3 times. And on the third or fourth breath, I see the gold come out of my heart. And I wrap myself in a gold bubble. It's translucent. I wrap Kate, I wrap everyone in here in the gold bubble. And I say, thank you, Mother, Father, God, Sparkly, higher self, guides, guardians, angels, dragons, elementals, and all beings of the highest vibration of unconditional love to be with us tonight for all of our highest potential and connecting our hearts with your heart. And so it is. Thank you.
And so it is. Thank
Mm.
you, Val. You're so good at doing that.
I love you. You say I'm good at it. I'm like,
You
anyway.
are, though. You are good. It all flows. And you know what? You guys should know that we don't script any of this.
Mm.
It's all just very spontaneous, very in the flow, very um, heart centered, so that you guys can feel the authenticity that we are allowing to share with everyone as we share it together. Val and I realized at some point that there was a really spark of connection when it came to practicing spiritual gifts, and we feel really blessed that that happened so that we could share that with all of you, because we're not special. Okay.
Yeah.
We want you to know that we're not higher or lower, or
Well, we're all special. I want
we're
to say
all
we're all
special.
special,
Yeah.
but we're not
More.
a
Yeah.
secret gift or anything. You have this gift too. Yeah.
Yes. Everyone has the ability to do exactly what Val and I are doing. And we set up a way for us to do that and feel comforted and feel safe and feel like we are guided and protected. So, those types of experiences, the more that we honor them and show you and do the recording so that others can learn, starting out connecting to source, connecting to angels and guides, asking for only the highest of outcomes, only the highest of expectation to come through. So that's why we do that. That's why we start every show with that layer of protection, right?
And I do a lot of times I'll say with truth and integrity, but I did that earlier and in grace and ease. But when I did it before I came on with Kate, I had the vision. I don't know if any of you all seen that. What's it called? A meme or a picture, I guess,
Yeah.
on Facebook, and it's where all the angels are like above Earth, looking, and they're just surrounded. And and to me, that was validation. That all of our angels, whatever we need, is here for us all to connect with. So
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
really
So
cool.
we wanted to extend the invitation if there's anyone that does not know their angel or guide's name. If you already do, we'll hold that space. If you could hold that space for someone else, because what we're going to do at the end of the video is invite our angels and guides to actually be known to all of us in a
Mhm.
group meditation, in a group setting, so that we can all feel what that feels like. What does it feel like to know that your angel's right there and giving you a hug? What does that feel like? So that's at the end of our time together.
Mhm.
But I
So,
do want to extend the invitation if someone does not have a name associated, then to put in all caps, I give permission, I would like to know. And I just wanted to back up a little bit, Val, because I've been watching a lot of different opinions about angels and guides and whether or not it's important to know their name.
mm,
And there are those that are out there that are sort of not on the same page as we are, and are saying, no, it's not important. It's not important. And I just wanted to explain from my perspective why I feel like it is important. And that is because recognizing that they exist, it's not just a matter of saying, hey, you, hey, out there, you up there, whatever you are, wherever you are. No, this is specific. This is an acknowledgement that says, I am grateful for you. I am grateful for you being in my life. I am grateful that you have been here the whole time and that we have probably known each other for a very long time. And that respect of acknowledgement also plays into the concept of gratitude, knowing it's
yes.
a gift. It's a gift, right?
Mhm.
Everything that we have when we have gratitude is such a gift.
Mhm.
And not being lonely, not being alone is
Yeah.
huge. I mean, that's just a really big part of walking this walk,
Yeah.
knowing that we're not doing it alone, right? So for me to know the name of the guides and angels is super important for us to acknowledge. And the name that we hear may not be the exact name that you choose,
Right.
right? It may end up being a nickname. It may end up being, um, something that you develop over time when you hear it. But it is, for me, it's important, and that's why I bring it up.
And their names are so unusual. It
Hmm.
is really hard to get focused in on it. Like I can see more than I get the name a lot of times, but usually there's something they will give us, and it honestly doesn't matter to them from what we've heard and been told by doing this. But it is a form of, that it's a divine respect. You have
Hmm.
you have this group of beings who come in with you when you're born to support you. Now we're not told this, or at least up until right now, we haven't been. This hasn't been something any of us learned from childhood. Our parents didn't know. Maybe in some form of organized religion, you have things, but this is this is a new. To me, it's it's so new, connecting to your guides, connecting to your support team or your healing team or your creative team, whoever you want to call in. And if you can acknowledge them in some way, even if you give them the name, that's fine with them. You
Hmm.
know, if a name just resonates with you, and you feel like, oh, you know, Josephine is my healing angel, so go with it. There aren't any hard and fast rules. We're all learning this together. We all are connected. We've always been. Um and we're like, it's like opening a present, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like opening a present.
There's a genuine excitement, there's a genuine sweetness, to the experience, which is why, when Val and I were talking about this, we were, it dawned on me that Val and I experience the angelic realm. We know when we're in the angelic realm, because it's not like anything else. It's
Mm-mm.
not like anything here. It's so amazingly beautiful, and the energy of it is, um, amazing. I don't know that I have the correct, Ron is saying his all wiggle a lot. Yes, they do. I mean, we wanted to bring it to you, okay? We wanted to bring it to you, and, Wiki is saying she doesn't think it matters to them, and we agree. As long as the connection is there, how it's there is the important part. The fact that it is there
Yeah.
is the important
And
part.
the gratitude is extremely important. Being grateful to that. I just missed a major car accident, and to just pause for a second and say thank you, thank you, whoever that was. And maybe at that point you'll get a name, you'll get something, but we don't want to have to wait until a tragedy happens.
Yeah.
This is to avert tragedies and things of that
Yes.
nature. It's helpful. Anyway, it is. I don't leave the house without thanking all my guides and guardians. The same thing I say uh, when we start here on a little prayer, and
Right.
do that in my car. I do it for my car. I do it for my kids. I do it for my pets. I do it for everything in all times. It's just given that acknowledgement and gratitude
Mhm.
in it, and it's not so much to get things in return. So why I'm saying this next thing, that's not the reason. It is to be at peace, but at the same time, get what you get in return is, there's words again. You can't even put a word to that, because it is a peaceful security. It's everything love, uh, everything wrapped in one. You
Mhm.
get this return that is, why would you not do that? Why would you not do that? And if that's the support you're getting, not only be in gratitude, but be respectful, and call, even if you call them, I don't know anything, they don't care, really, they don't. But I don't know. It's really when you go in and you ask. I remember one person here, and I'm not going to say who it is, but their their angel was, just call me.
Just call me.
Like like he was getting not mad at me, but he was just, like, I'm hearing while this is going on the name, and I know I can't say it, 'cause it's almost not even in our language, if that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah.
So they shorten them for us. They give us little, what we get, and it was because they know we can't say their names, really. And a lot of it is, it's a light language, don't you think? Like that higher,
Yeah.
oh, sound, language it's so hard to explain, but it is so beautiful. And when we go in there and you all see it and feel it, you just, and how do you do that?
Right.
Do you want to explain, or do you want me to explain how we
How how we got to that space?
how we get to that space?
How we get to that space. So I was gonna do that with the end, with the meditation.
Okay.
So, but yes, um, it is an experience that, requires trust,
Mm.
and it does require, um, a supportive view that, that it's real and that, um
Open-mindedness.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it's huge. So
Mm.
I just wanted to go over, the 4 that I have that have asked for the guides' names,
Yeah,
okay?
please tell
So
me.
we have Hypnicity, who wants to know angels and guides' names. We have wow, that's really interesting. I have put this on a screen where I can't read it.
Now,
I'm telling you about these energies that are hitting the earth right now have me like all kind of discombobulated, and
yes,
it's pretty funny to just go with the flow, Katie. Just go with the
yeah.
flow. So,
We all have,
okay,
we're all experiencing Mercury retrograde in Taurus starting from 1:23 a.m. last night, Eastern
that's what
Standard
it
Time.
is. Yep.
And oh, did you want to go into the retrograde? What you saw retrograde meant?
Well,
Or
everybody that I know of gets a little panicked when they talk about retrograde, partly because the repeat, the renewal, the extra energy that you have to take that time and just review, restore, repeat the R's, the re's, all the V's. And I was working on something where I read this line that said, um, release is the same root as forgiveness.
hmm, yeah.
Forgiveness comes from the same place. And I sat back and went, wow, that is so amazing that the universe gives us these opportunities to forgive again and again and again and again.
When
Because
we,
Mercury goes retrograde a lot, right? It's
yeah,
almost like every so many weeks.
3 or 4 times a year, yeah. Did you
Yeah,
say
and
release means forgiveness, or did you mean retrograde means forgiveness? I'm sorry, misunderstood.
release,
Release.
release. Release. So the release of, the harm, release of whatever the incident was or could be, or, whether that was to you or by you or whatever, whichever way it's working. But it's supporting the energy for that process to take place, for
Mm,
the forgiveness to take place is during retrograde.
mm,
So, more supportive. Not that it wouldn't happen all the time, but that it might become easier in that energy, in those
mm.
energies.
Yeah, and
So
that's a really good point, because when any planet goes retrograde, and Mercury does go more often than everyone else, it isn't anything that is here to punish us. It is
no,
it is helping us by bringing us back because we missed something.
right,
Something was overlooked, or a forgiveness was overlooked, an acceptance was overlooked, something. And it could be silliest little thing or subtle little things, and it really helps to though work on that. Okay, because then you go, okay, well, Mercury is in retrograde. What does Mercury stand for? That's how we think, how we plan, how we research, how we speak to each other, how everything to do with any kind of communication, whether
right,
it's online, written, singing it. And when it's in Taurus, Taurus rules the physical plane.
yeah,
So it could be anything in
yeah,
physical plane. So maybe we just overlook something, but we don't know it. Where that's hidden from us. So this is
mhm,
what universe spirit gives us those. Let's go back and clear that out. And that
yes,
happens. We get that clear out 4 times a year. So
right.
with Mercury.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
really
I just found it fascinating, the whole thing.
it is.
That
It
it
is fascinating. I love.
And sometimes I have my own bouncing ball that I have to follow, because it's like it's like where did she go? Where did that thought come from, and how did that happen? But it's those little pops of, wow, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize that. And maybe that's what they're talking
Right.
about as well, as far as, releasing and clearing all that energy that needs to be forgiven, that needs to be let go of.
Yeah.
So that was the retrograde piece. And I know before I moved my screen around, I was talking about who we have. So we have Hypnicity for guides' names. We have
Okay.
Maruto for permission to learn if there's a guide specific to a relationship. Now that's a very interesting question,
Ooh, what is
because
it?
we have not had that before. We haven't talked about that before. Pierrette wants permission to know the guides' names, and Richie to communicate with angels and guides, the steps forward. And that's exactly what we're going to do tonight, Richie. We're going to explain how to connect with them at any time. So I appreciate the question. If I have missed anyone, please put your request in the comments. Tonight's show is going to be a little bit shorter than normal. And so we want to make sure that we have everybody having a connection. If you know your angel or guide's names, that would be really good to put in the chat as well. Tell us in the chat, my angel name is this, or my guide name is this. And so that we bring in their energy as well.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk a little bit about how we knew. How did we know it was real?
Mm.
How did we know? How did Val and I know that it was real? And I can start with a little bit on that, and that is because the imagery was the same.
Mm-hmm.
It was this
It
was
was
it was
exactly
now, Valerie, tell everyone what state you are in.
Virginia.
You're in Virginia, and I'm in California. So in spirit, there's no space or time.
Right.
So it was the same image being given to both of us at the same time. The fact that we could describe what we were seeing, and that the other one was confirming that, yes, that is what was coming through for them as well, for you. So the fact that during the week I would sense that other people's angels were communicating with me after the show,
Mm.
that they were telling me things after the show, that
Mm.
they were still connected to me after the show. And that was a beautiful warm energy sensation,
Mm.
that isn't like anything else. But having the awareness of who they were when they introduced themselves, they said hello throughout the week as well. It wasn't just mine, which in some ways I was like, darn, I wish I had a phone number for everybody so I could call and say, hey,
And she
guess
takes
what?
notes on it. She
Yeah.
texting you. She has a message. So
Yeah.
she's really good though. She has that visual. That I don't even know how to explain how each of us have different skills and abilities and gifts that we utilize, right? And we're all working on them. We're all remembering them, and they're
Yeah.
coming in, and they're coming in at different. She sees and hears. I feel and see and then hear, and it's just everybody gets it in a different oh, what's that called? A different a different category,
Yeah.
different. You know what I'm saying?
Modality. A
Oh,
different modality. Yeah.
yeah.
Different modality. Yeah.
There goes Mercury retrograde already stole my
Yes.
song.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
that
know
was-
we're trying to get it out there so that it's clear. We hope you guys are getting the information that we're
and this,
trying to put
and
out
this
there.
is this is the key though with Mercury retrograde. Keep going, no matter
Right.
what. Even if you
Right.
get tongue tied, just keep trying.
Just keep trying. And I think part of it too, though, is that I have complete trust in Valerie. I have complete
Mm,
trust in her.
yeah.
I know that whatever she's going to share with me is going to be from the highest of high love. Okay, the highest love. If there was a way to break it down, the highest of love. I
Mhm.
know that I could trust Valerie with my daughters. I could trust her with any situation because that is how strong the connection feels on a personal level, on a psychic level, on a spiritual level, as if, we've been sisters for a long time, in many lifetimes. So
Yeah.
we're just super excited that this has been an experience that we've had, and that you are also interested in sharing that experience with us. So, did we
Well,
cover? Do you want to say how you knew
well,
Valerie?
I, yeah, I feel when my guidance is right. Okay, I trust her first. But and maybe a little background on that. We're in a psychic practice group together. So this is we've been how long have we been in that group? And we speak on the phone. I mean, we have an outside relationship, and we go on each other's shows, right? So it was just so many times we read with each other, and I feel it though. I know what I'm getting is like, like in that I trust the whole process.
Hmm.
That took a long time to get to that. So we're not saying that this is an easy process, but if you're connected to your heart, you got your third eye connected to your guides, and you're connected, and you're connected, you can do this, and you trust it. And it'll open up and expand more and more every time you do it. You go into this space, and well, Kate and I both love this space because I mean, it's the best feeling in the world. I don't even know how to explain it. So
I don't either.
when we
I don't
go
either.
there, we're like, whoo, yeah, you're not even here anymore. Nothing's bothering you. There's nothing else on your mind. That's another
Right.
thing. The mind has to be
Quiet.
quiet. And it's not so much that I make it quiet, I just set it aside. That
Hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
and then I get what I see. And again, it takes practice, but any of you
Right.
can do this, and it's that you trusting your gut, your heart, trusting when you know that higher vibration. There's no disputing that. There's
Hmm.
there's nothing that could tell me I'm not there. You know,
Right.
it's
It's not like we go running in and yell, "Ollie, oxen free." It's like, "Come on, everybody, it's a party."
yeah,
We can sense the energy because suddenly there's a buzz. There's
yeah,
a feeling of a buzz, kind of like that when there's a thunderstorm about to hit, or there's a lightning about to hit, or that there's an energy that's different.
yeah.
It's a buzzing, kind of exciting, kind of, "Wait a minute, what is that?"
Mhm.
Feeling of an awareness of that energy changing. I don't know how many times, Val, when we would be starting a show and I'd be like, "I don't know if I can do this." Because I'd feel like I have a headache, or I have a migraine, or I have something going on where, something in the day was, difficult, too hard to do. And we'd start doing a show and boom, it would be gone. That whatever was in there going bong, bong, bong,
Yeah.
is suddenly it's suddenly gone.
It's
And,
like,
and what it got replaced with was this exciting, joyous, light kind of feeling of everything's gonna be fine.
mhm.
Everything's gonna be just fine.
Yeah, it's not
And
even
it's
a question about it. It is fine. It
Mhm,
is.
mhm.
And and she's saying you hear this little buzz, but then I see it. I start seeing like
Yes.
that, and then it
Yeah.
goes into shapes, or
Mhm.
scenes. And it's just so cool. It really is. You guys are gonna love it when we
It's very, yeah, it's
go
very, very cool.
ahead.
It's fun to do with someone else. Like when for us doing it together, it's fun because we can validate
Yeah.
that yes, that's real. Yes, what you're saying is real. And so sometimes having the experience on your own, once you know your angels, once you know the feeling of what that feels like to be, for to know that they're right there, and feel it,
Mm.
that's the experience that we want to go for with the end of today's show. So I'm going to move on into the comments,
I
and
know. I'm scared.
we'll start with hypnicity.
Oh, okay. We're getting ready to go. All
Yeah,
right.
are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Are
I'm
you
fine.
okay? Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Oh, ethnicity. I like your little picture.
I
That
know they're
is
so
really
cute.
cool.
They're
Uh
so cute. Permission to know your guide's name. So at some point, someone was asking in the chat the difference between guide and angel, and so I'll just briefly do a quick. My understanding is that angels are angels, will always be angels. They were given to us as a gift, as a promise, as a sacred promise. They are not in human form.
huh.
They are not human. They have never been human. For me, I always have to think, well, we don't turn anyway. So they're not human. So what happens when we see the angels is we see, um,
Other
yeah,
world beings.
it's
Other world
colors,
beings. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
color. It's
colors and sparkles um,
but their
and
energy
movement. Yeah,
is
and movement. Yeah,
so fine, and it's just
yeah. And they
it's
may present as a combination of, you know, seahorse with wings, or
wings.
and that would be like a dragon, right?
Yeah.
Or, mermaid, or, so they may present as something other than human. Guides, on the other hand, are always in human form. They're not only in human form, but they come in full regalia. They come in full
Mhm.
costume. They come in personality. There's a sense that it's almost a mediumship, that it's almost
Yeah.
that we're actually seeing someone that you know from your life. So a guide is a being that has been human before and that understands how to help you in the human experience. So, not that the angels don't as well, they do as well, but they have specific specialties. They have see there goes that Mercury retrograde again.
It's
Spit
gonna
it
be
out,
fun.
girl. They
I,
have a specific mastery, is what
yeah.
I'm trying to say. They are masters.
Yeah.
So
And,
that's the difference in a very, very big nutshell.
and they're all from love, but the
Yeah.
angels are. I mean, it is non-judgmental. There's no. I mean, not that a guide would have that, but I don't even know how would you say that? They are so clean and clear.
Hmm.
Their energy is just literally singing like at a really high pitch, and it's really beautiful. And
Yeah.
but again, we all see and feel just slightly differently. You might see something else. You might, but you're not going to mistake the feeling. That
Hmm.
feeling that is, you may see different shapes and forms and scenes, but the feeling is what I would say how you know you know.
Right. Exactly.
Mhm.
Okay. So for hypnicity, give permission to know guides, right?
Let's see, guys.
Guide's name. A guide's name.
Mm.
If you're picking up something, go ahead, Val.
Well, I immediately got, and I know a lot, some of your personal information just from here and there, but immediately got a dad figure, and then this dad figure was in a like a captain of a boat, and it wasn't a ship. It was more like a uh, what are those? With the big wheel on the back. That's what.
Oh, like a riverboat?
Yeah. So it was really cool, and was saying he was all like perfectly, tired, and he was just about steering the ship. Steer your ship. Steer your ship properly. Steer your ship. The coordinates. Hold on. The coordinates of your ship is important. That's what I just heard.
Okay.
So I don't know. Don't
Mark Twain, they're saying.
really. Coordinates of your ship are important. Hmm.
This no name though, right? Well, I suppose she could call him Mark
I was
Twain.
told captain. I was told captain. I'm captain.
Captain.
He said I'm
Okay. Captain. Okay, cool. Because when I had come through was Jillian, like Jilly. You can call me Jillian. And she is showing the two of you horseback riding. And I don't know if you horseback ride or not. If you like horses, but she is showing the two of you riding bareback and fast.
captain.
I mean, fast. Okay, you don't need a saddle. You don't need reins. You guys are holding on to the back of the horses and literally just galloping through fields uh, and she's talking about the thrill of having fun, of
Mm,
letting go, of feeling free,
mm,
of just feeling that freedom and knowing that you're supported by this incredible horse underneath. Because I don't know about you, but horses are great, big, strong, beautiful things, and you have to allow them to move. You can't like well, I guess you could if you're a really good rider. I'm not a very good rider, so the horse always takes off with me. But
I know. I get thrown off.
yeah,
Or I
I
used
will.
to.
Yeah, they rear. Get her
Yeah.
off. Get her off. No, but it's a really beautiful sight. Jillian and you are riding through the meadow, and she wants you to remember how fun it is, how freeing it is to have fun. So we
And
have Jillian and Captain coming through for.
Captain had a comment about the horses while you were
Oh, we
talking.
did.
Yes, which is
Oh
kind of
my god,
unusual. Captain said, "See, even horses have direction." I don't know something about direction.
direction.
Even, and it felt like even if it's being free and having fun, ha, have direction. They're they know they know their direction. The
They know
horses.
the direction. Yeah,
They're not-
they know what way to go. Yeah, they can
Yeah,
just enjoy the ride.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool. It was
yeah.
really cool to go on this horseback ride with the two of them.
I know.
Um, even though horses kind of scare me sometimes because they're really
Massive,
incredible,
beautiful
incredible. Yeah,
beings.
good. Okay,
That was
so
cool.
Maruda, have permission, guys, to my relationship with Daniel. So this is an interesting concept that you can have a specific master to assist you in a specific circumstance. And Valerie and I have had guidance come through for group type energy, for protecting, guiding, for allowing and providing gifts and whatnot of a spiritual nature for the group as an entirety. And so this would be interesting to see what
Mhm.
comes through for you, Maruda, on for this relationship.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, wow. I'm just going to jump in because I'm seeing a group of angels and guides, and they're all kind of talking to each other like, well, wait a minute. No, that's me. No, that was you. You did that. Did not. You did too. No, you didn't. This kind of buzzing, like, wait a minute.
Okay, the
We're
buzzer
not
makes sense.
sure. Yeah, we're not sure because we're all involved in bringing love into your life. Oh, that's an interesting. So there's this whole group that I'm seeing. That they're all gathered, right? And they're all going, you tell her, no, you tell her. No, you did that. I did not. You did too. There's this back and forth going on about who to step forward to explain that they all are working toward bringing love into your life. I keep getting that message, but we're all bringing the love. We're all whispering and nudging and bringing the highest for you. There are things that you will learn through this, through the relationship. But we are always here, and he sometimes doesn't listen. Um,
Hmm.
what are
Okay.
you what are you getting, Belle? Because I'm not getting a specific. I'm getting this whole group read thing.
I got a little fairy flitting around. It's kind of like a dawn dusk time.
Okay.
And every time she flits around, she touches like a flower or something, and it lights up.
Okay.
And she says, and kind of spark like how when you see them going real fast, it's kind of like the sparkly ziggies, as something's going. And I got the impression she hasn't said anything yet at the moment that it's almost like a blessing. Like I'm putting fairy dust on everything and I light it up. And it's really cute. Little. What about that big?
Any name for her that we can tell Maruta?
I kept hearing Pixie and I kept disputing it because I'm like, come on, Pixies. Everybody. But she just turned around and looked at me like, it's Pixie.
Well, you asked.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know why I shouldn't do that. And you will have those times where you're like, oh God, that just sounds too, you know,
Yeah.
cliche, right? And
Right. Yeah.
but and okay, I forgot to say, she pointed out I forgot to say she has a little wand in her hand, like she's going around. When she does that, she lights it up. Okay. So then I see you two as a couple, and she kind of swirled around you like real quick with this wand. I'm asking if she is your specific guide. But I'm getting by the fact that she could turn the flowers on and light them up, that anything she touches, she enhances with love. It's not specific so much as it is kind of normal. It's normal where she's from.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay. Yeah.
this is like I'm getting the feeling this is how we assist you. And I would and I know this is a personal question, but I would like to know if you and Daniel have a good relationship, because it seems like I'm not getting any good or bad, right? I'm not, and I don't even like to use those terms, but I'm getting, uh, okay, saying that you can always call in the for magic, and
Yes.
magic will be like you like, and I know it sounds so cliche. I'm sorry, like fairy dust on you. But that is what she's showing me with her wand. And she's just going like this, and it's just going everywhere.
So
Okay.
she's yeah. Yeah, it's a long distance at the moment. So maybe that has to do with how
Okay.
he's not listening.
Okay. Okay. And that makes sense, though. For me, also, is like, because it was so fast. Like you can envision this anytime, no matter how
Mhm.
far he's away or how far any of us are away from our loved ones. You can always send love to them in any way that you see it, right? And
Right.
if it comes from your heart and
Yeah.
you think of that person or that place or that thing, that person, place, or thing feels that love from you. And that is, I mean, and when you do it, my heart even feels like it gets bigger. Like
Mhm.
I send love, and I'm doing it right now, and it's like I was just doing it to test what she was saying.
So, yeah, Pixie is from Aruda, and, she'll be the long distance nudger, right?
Oh, she said he has a Taurus moon. He can be stubborn. Honey, I am so sorry. But I love all signs. I do. I do. But
Oh my gosh.
it's Taurus season with a
Yeah, it
Taurus
is.
Mercury retrograde.
Yep,
And there are, between the planets and the asteroids, there's 10 planetary bodies in Taurus right now.
right.
So this is just, I'm going to say this real quick for everybody because we just went through an eclipse a couple days ago, changed sun signs, went into Mercury retrograde, have all these planets in Taurus. Um, we have another eclipse on the 5th.
Yep.
Take your time. Next couple months, take your time. Don't rush anything. See, Taurus, bullheaded, right? They want to run out of the gate and they want to go do that thing, whatever that is, right? It's not time for that. You gotta let them. The universe has gone retrograde, giving us eclipses, giving us all these other aspects because they were giving us more information as we go along. And you'll
Right.
know.
Yep.
You'll know in your heart when you have the information you need to move forward or on whatever that is for you. But
Right.
don't jump right now.
Right.
Unless
Uh-huh.
you've planned it and it's already in the works and you've been, you have it detailed and planned out, I wouldn't just jump into anything. Taurus is, boy, my brother's a Taurus. My goodness.
Okie doke. So let's yeah, because we have three more to get to. So I have as we heal each other, Pierrette, and then I have Richie and Linda E has joined us too for a message from guides. And we just want to say hi to a couple other people that have just
Yes.
joined. Butterfly Kisses, Bora Bora, Sharon Sipe. Welcome. We're really glad you're here. We're going to do something at the end of the show that is going to invite everyone to actually come into a meditation and feel their guides, feel their angels, feel that love as a community and as a collective together. We'll do that. So Pierrette wants to know, knowing her guides and if they have anything they want to be known. So we'll
They
go into the energy for Pierrette.
Or that if they want to be known.
Yeah,
Permission from all my guides if they want to be
want
known.
to be known.
Oh yeah, they want to be known.
They do.
They were just like, what? Of
Yeah,
course.
they're all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all over. Um,
Wow.
the acknowledgement, the personal acknowledgement, the thank you, the gratitude, all of it works together. All of it works together for raising us, for raising our vibration, for bringing more love into our lives. It's so powerful. It's really beautiful. And what's very cool about it is we don't have to do anything to earn it. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to, you know, it's already given. The gift is already there.
And this has been going on for, I mean, millennia. Time doesn't even exist where this is really. So you've always been connected. You've always had this, these beings around you, these beautiful beings around you. And it's just, it endless. I just saw the word endless.
Hmm.
I mean, it's ongoing.
Forever connected. Yeah, forever connected. So, Pierrette, I am seeing an image of what with some of the old drawings of like Noah
Hmm.
present, where this is from eons. He has been with you for eons. I'm asking his name. It's it's coming across as either like Daniel or Devlin, Delvin. Hmm.
Hmm.
Very strong, very, very strong, very powerful and confident. And he wants you to know that on the days where you felt like it wasn't you, he was with you. When your energy is lower than where you want it to be, he is right there with you, bringing you spiritual energy, bringing you spiritual strength. Um, really strong, and so loving. I mean, he's saying that you guys have been together way back. I mean, like way, way, way back.
Hmm.
And that is part of what the strength is about, is that that you are as powerful as he is presenting. And he's presenting pretty strong here. So, but there's also this wise, beautiful smile that is, a kindness, a compassion, an old wisdom, that gentle old wisdom that doesn't have to get ruffled to understand what the situation is. The kind of wisdom that comes through understanding how we repeat, we repeat, we repeat, we repeat. The experience repeats, and that this time he is behind the scenes for you, where before the two of you have been on Earth together. So for
Hmm.
this time around, he is behind the scenes for you. I'm trying to ask if I can get a clarity more clear on the name. I think it's not Daniel. I think it's Devlin. What do you think, Val? Are you hearing anything?
I have a whole totally different thing going on. It's
Okay. More than one. That's often happens.
and it's really cool, but it's detailed. I mean, there's a lot of. Do you want me to go?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
So I have like two twins. Okay, I have twins.
Oh,
I have. uh, They're from the 50s, like I would say late 50s. They both have a hot pink dress on with like a white daisy flower sewn on the side. Like they are exactly identical.
a poodle
They're
skirt.
yeah, it's just a hot pink like regular what is that called? That A line? No, 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 no. But it's just a simple dress. They're very well manicured and particular they're just not a lot of makeup but makeup. Their hair is done. They're so I'm like, what are your names? D and D. They're both D.
They're both D.
Yeah.
So
I'm
all
gonna
three of them, all three of the guys have presented with a D and there's starting to their name.
no, I was arguing, not arguing, but I was questioning them the whole time. You're going. I missed pretty much what you were saying because we were such and they're meticulous. They're very meticulous, and they don't mince words. They're to the point, right? But I love you, and they want you to believe in yourself. Like did this
Mhm.
repeating over and over. Connect to your heart, love yourself, believe in yourself. They are there with you at every moment, every turn, everything. They and I'm getting the impression that they, anytime you have a question, they're the ones who answer. Like they know that they, uh, how would you say that, Kate? Like they're almost like Sonia why can't I say her name? Like the helper guides, but they're more than a helper guide. It
Mm.
is anything you need an answer to, they have it. And the
Yeah.
only thing that you have to do to know and believe in that is to love yourself and connect to your heart.
Yeah.
There's, I'm getting the impression that you don't trust. Okay, Kate? Trust has been Kate and
Trust
I's
is
word
the
for
word for the yeah,
for
okay.
the year. We
Trust
just
and
let
let it
it.
go. Yeah. Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
is all about trust. Yes, Marita. Um, they love you, like adore you, like it's like they're all business. They're there. They're ready, but they are so loving and caring.
Mhm. D&D. That is so cute. That is so cute.
And they were
Oh my
ready.
gosh.
They
That
popped
is just
in, boom. As soon as I was reading it, they were there. And it's like, of course we want her to know we're here. Like that.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
It was
That
cute.
is so cute. So, Richie wants to know about angels and guides. Would love to know who steps forward. Okay. You're so welcome, Pierrette. Oh, let's see.
Oh, it was beautiful, Brett.
It was. It was.
Mhm.
Sometimes I think if we just remember how much we're loved from things we can't even see.
Yeah. Whew.
From angels and guides that we can't even see, and family members that we no longer see, we no longer hug, but we can sense that they're there. I mean, the amount of love that comes through is so awesome and so beautiful because it's just given. It's just this gift. It's just this gift for all of us
And it,
to
it
know
is
that.
so it's so hard in this density to feel that right around us. I mean, I didn't
Mhm,
feel that really until the last 10 years. Uh, Actually, probably the last 7, that the love
mhm.
from the other side. And the only way I got through to that, to seeing things, and I always knew stuff, I always felt stuff, but believing it was a whole nother story. And that was
Yeah,
with trust.
yeah, it's
Real.
with trust.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Richie.
Okay, Richie.
Richie has some amazing guides,
Mm.
if I
You already.
remember correctly.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, he's
mhm.
coming through.
Mhm.
I keep hearing, "You got this. You
Mm.
got this. You got this." Um, Let me see if it'll be more clear. "You got this." I remember Richie's guide. I'm trying to think of his name. The only thing coming through is like dude, but that's not it. It's or Duke. No, that's not it. But he has a real sense of humor. He's like,
Mm. I
he's
remember
like,
this.
he's like, "You've got this. Do you want me to come down there and show you?" Like, like your parents would say, Don't make me call your father." Kind of, that kind of admonishment. But you've got this. Remember who you are. Remember how awesome you are from within. That what is happening on the outside is not important. because who you are from the inside shines out. And so remember who you are. Um, remember what you've been through and how you've gotten through, and that that is strength, and that that is character, and that is awesome. And not to be flippant or funny about it. He was really funny about it, though. You want me to come down there and show you? um, I don't know what's going on, Richie, but he wants you to know you've got this, and to have confidence around it, that it's going to pass, um, and you'll look back on it and go, yeah, that felt heavier than it actually was. Yeah, you've got this. What did you get, Val?
Well, I kept looking, right? Looking. And I'm like, please, Richie's asking, he's giving permission. Could he meet one of his angels or guides? And I'd say it's a, a little girl, but okay, it's about maybe 11 to 13. She's not human though, but she is a being, but is presenting as she's angelic. I can feel the love just pouring out of her. And she was very shy, like not so much shy, but wanted to stay, you know what I'm saying, in the back.
Right.
But then she's standing there like in this silhouette, and then all of a sudden, it wasn't bright sparkly like I usually see. It was almost just like it uh, appeared and disappeared all around her. And I mean, she just wants you to know how loved you are
Mm-hmm.
and how cared for. And Layla,
Oh,
Layla,
that's beautiful. That's
uh, I can barely see like facial features, but I see the silhouette. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And and, and it's the sparklies is what's shown. Like the sparkles are going on, and it shows the silhouette. Does that make sense?
It does.
So it seems like it's a, a girl that's the age of 11 to 13. I'm trying to see if she wants to say anything else. She's really just um, angelic. It's that, you know what I mean? It's not very expressive, but I mean, she's just radiating love out of her body, out of
Okay.
her energy body, and wants you to know how loved you are and cared for.
Wow. That's awesome.
Hmm.
So I want to let you know, Val, there are two that haven't had angel names or guide names, that are left, and that's Linda E and Bora Bora 333. So
Okay.
we'll do. Oh, you're so welcome, Richie. You're so welcome. We're so glad you're here. So we'll go on to Linda to Linda E and see what comes forward for Linda, and then we have Bora Bora, and then at the end of everybody knowing, I want to make sure that everybody knows who's in the chat knows a name. Okay, everybody knows a name, knows a feeling of a guide or angel. It doesn't really matter either one, because once the connection is made, then you're making that connection for all of them. And I really want to impress that there is an entourage. We have an entourage of support and availability for that, to help us through this, so that we don't feel alone, so that we don't feel confused or frightened. Okay.
And Richie, he said, "Thanks, Val. Good to remember that we are loved." And it was just what Kate just said. We have an entourage. We are so loved,
Mm-hmm.
this being really wanted that to be expressed to you. Like she was pouring it out of her energy to you
Right.
at
It
any
really,
time you need it.
we we are their task. They are tasked to us.
Mm.
They belong to us. Okay? They are ours. They are ours. They are for us. They're not for everybody else. They're for us independently, uniquely, right? And it's just
Yeah,
super powerful.
we
Super
have a
powerful.
whole team. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I know on a soul level, I've seen vaguely how this occurs, how we make this, plan this trip out this time to Earth. But I don't know all the details, but it's really cool to go into it.
It's really cool.
I'm always looking, how did this happen? How did that, explain that to me. Yeah, I
How
gotta
did you that? Yeah.
know.
How does that make sense inside your heart?
Yeah.
You know, for as long as I can remember, people that have asked me questions about, about romance, but it doesn't make any sense why I'm in love, and I'd be like, well, why are you trying to make sense out of your heart?
Mm.
Your heart isn't about making sense. Your
Mm.
head is, right? So stay in your heart and go with that energy and that flow, and
Oh my
knowing that
goodness.
that
Hey,
love doesn't make sense a lot
yeah.
of the time. So it's okay to have that all encompassing, and for that to be a permanent part of your life, a permanent part of your awareness going forward, because it is really, really powerful. It is really, yes, Amanda, it is profound. It is
And
absolutely profound.
it's an
Nice to see you
excellent
too.
it's an excellent point you just made
Yeah.
because we are so conditioned to think before consulting our heart.
Hmm.
And this is really what these last three years, I'm talking astrologically, and upcoming next 2 years is about. If you can default from your heart, connect your mind and your heart together and let your heart lead the way, I mean, you will be, I mean, the biggest, I don't even know how to say it. Your entire life will be so different. And this is for everybody. I try to get this through. I need a better way to get that through.
It's
I mean,
okay.
it's like your
It's
biggest
okay.
pain. Your heart will never lead you astray. It'll pull you. It will take you right to what it is that you secretly wish for. That big secret you got in there. Your heart wants you to experience that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful, Belle.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Linda E.
Okay, that's your picture.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Um okay, I'm just going to go with what I'm seeing, and I hope that this makes sense, but I have a guide coming through, and she is presenting. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you remember the Sonny and Cher show where
Mhm.
Cher would get up on top of the piano and she would be really beautifully dressed, but it was pretty sultry, and she did a
Mhm.
whole routine around being a VAMP, the vamp. Do you remember that whole
Yeah, I
that
did.
whole skit thing? Okay, powerful woman in herself, in her own self-confidence, in her sexuality, in her sensuality, in her ability to be her own person, no matter who she was around, um, no matter what and
Mm.
remember, there were all kinds of, little stories around how she came up on top, how she was the one on top who was
Mhm.
always the one that was successful, right? The gorgeous, smart, for a lot of women, it's really hard to be beautiful and smart at the same time because society doesn't want you to be both. It's like, but this woman is saying, oh no, we got it. And we got it in spades. And we're not afraid to show it. We're not afraid to be who we are. Let's see if she's going to tell me her name. I'm gonna have to come back on the name because she's just giggling over, going, "Oh, you nailed it." Oh, she is your champion. She does nothing but celebrate every time something wonderful happens with you, Linda. She's right there. And she is behind the scenes whispering, nudging, maybe for you to come out of your come out of your comfort zone.
Mm.
Because she knows, because she knows uh, that it will empower you in a way that not reading or watching or listening can do. That when you step into who you are completely, um, the sky's the limit, beyond the stars. I mean, just this is such a crazy image that I'm seeing. She's on top of the piano. She's laughing. She's hugging you. She's saying, "Come on and dance on the tabletops, man. Um, it's okay." The passion and the love of life and the oh gosh, uh just
Wow.
there's a French word for how you love life, how just to experience life, just go for it, just do it, just be courageous and know that you're never going to do anything that's you know out of line, because you are powerful. So let me see if I can ask. She's so busy laughing. She's laughing. She's like, it's about time. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. I wanted to say, uh, no, that's not it. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm gonna keep thinking of connecting. Okay. So Val, you go ahead. What are you getting for Linda?
Well, for the longest time, I've been looking at a goat in the front of this huge mountain. Like, and he's like not real close to the mountain. And it's a, a desert scene, like a sunset when all the colors are there. Like every color, orange, red, brown. And I'm like, okay. But they keep showing me the mountain. Like there's
Hmm.
something about the mountain. And the goat hasn't gone onto the mountain. So I'm saying, okay, well, what does this all mean? And out of nowhere, this big white dragon, I'm not sure if it's dragon or a unicorn, flying out over top of the mountain. And it's just flying in circles. I'm waiting for it to give me some information because I don't know why. We're at a mountain with a goat and a dragon. And it took a
Wow.
minute for the dragon to reveal itself. But it flew over top. It's in okay. It's flying in circles in front of me, and he he
He.
something with an L. Can't get it. Um, I don't know why is this direction day. The only way out is up.
Directions again. Oh my gosh.
And he just flew up like to the
Oh my gosh.
peak, right? And me and the goat are just hanging out here. What? I'm not sure what the goat's up to.
Yeah.
Go, goat says his patience.
Yeah. Awesome. So, she did explain her name, the one on top of the piano. And she says, at first she said, "Oh, honey, she can just call me baby. Like you could call me, like the song, right? I mean, there's such humor here, right? But she's saying, no, I'm her sister.
Oh,
I don't know if that means anything, but every time you say the word sister, just know that her ears will perk up because she will think that you are talking to her. So I don't know if you have a sister, if you talk about a sister a lot, but there is the word sister coming through. And yes, it's I'm not very good with French, but joie de vivre. I'm gonna have to ask Ron how to tell me how to say that, where it's love of life in French. And thank you for putting that up there, Wiki, because joie de vivre. Oh boy, did I make a mess out of that. So I hope that helps, Linda, that you have the two right
Well,
there
I
for
got
you.
An Indian showed up, or a Native American. I don't know if it's in America. It might be
Wow.
a Tibetan. I mean,
With the
these,
goat?
yeah, this was came like out of the shadow, and it's a very wise. I honestly can't give you a gender because it could be either um, wise, like I want to say Tibet for some reason,
Mm.
or
Well, I bet sister teases him. Oh my goodness.
the,
Along with the goat. That's
yeah,
so cute.
and it's almost like the vibration, the feeling I'm getting is just wisdom and
Mm.
patience,
Mm.
and um, I mean, the dragon's the only one that spoke. It said, well, I heard goat indicate patience, but the dragon spoke. The only way out is up, and flew up. But I haven't seen the dragon yet back.
Okay.
The Indian came out. So I don't know. Okay, I'm getting this indication that the dragon and the Indian are the same. Like it was a shape shift thing.
Okay.
Interesting.
Very. So Linda says that she has two sisters. She calls her car and computer baby,
Ah!
and she's getting chills on some of this, but doesn't think her sisters would be guides. And I should make that clear. It's not that that your sisters would be your guide. It's that she wants you to refer to her like a sister. That sister, hey sister, you're my sister, you're my soul sisters. So in that frame of mind of the closeness of her being right there with you, of her being as close as a sister. I think that's what she was trying to
Mhm.
um, relay to me when I kept asking about a name, and I'm really not hearing it clearly, and I don't want to muck it up. so, so if you want to ask her, if you want to refer to her as your angel sister, your guide sister, your sister guide, however you want to refer to her, she'll know. She will know. We were talking about that. Remember, Val? We were like, wonder what happens if one of our guides' name is a name like good, right?
Mhm.
And then every time we said the word good, or
Mhm.
isn't that amazing, or maybe amazing is the name of the
Mhm.
guide. And so every time we say the word, they perk up and they go, oh, that's me, I'm on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or whether or not that connection can be, just that, can be just that instantaneous and immediate, which I probably would, be able to think of it that way, that they are so attentive to us. So,
Oh,
okay.
does that
So
mean North American? Very interesting. Do I have NA guides? And told to have a dragon around sister guide. Sounds good. Yeah, and it's like this really deep, meditative, wise
the
being.
Tibetan one.
Yeah, and it's I just feel like you have access to that wisdom.
Yep.
Anything.
Okay, doke. So next up we have Bora Bora. Hi, Janet. Welcome. And so we're going to give her a guide's name. We're glad that you are here.
Yes.
And we will see what comes forward for you. And then we'll move into the meditation. Okay? Does that sound good, Val?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
You already got something?
Well, yeah. I don't know why the humor is coming through today, but it really is. I mean, it's
I got
really coming through. So, so I am like a flying bishop, like not the flying nun, but like a flying,
That is
like
so
a
cool.
flying bishop.
Yes,
Who?
Linda. I'm so sorry. Just read
That's okay.
it triggered. Yes.
Okay. Uh, I'm sorry. What was that? What did I miss?
Linda said Native American told he is like a Geronimo energy. Does that sound right? Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, let me see if I could get a name for
Yeah.
this flying bishop who, oh my gosh, smiling, laughing, rosy cheeks, like two hairs coming over the top, not, like the comb over, but the comb over with like only two hairs. Sweetheart, absolute sweetheart. But boy, does he like to fly. I mean, he is just buzzing around, right? It's not even just stepping forward. It's I'm over here, now I'm over there, and look at what I can do, and like somersaults and um but with humor, but with sweetness, right? With remember to laugh. Remember to laugh. Always laugh. Life is good. Remember to laugh. I'm getting Harold as he's a spirit guide, and he says the reason he's presenting as a bishop is so that you don't have to worry about all of those restrictions and requirements, and he's like showing me lists and lists and lists, and the paper is going of all the things that you've been taught that you need to follow. He's saying that's okay. We understand what this is all about, and I'll take care of that for you. You don't need to worry about that anymore. That's more of a burden than a blessing. And life is meant to be fun, and life is meant to have joy and be good. And I invite you to. He's actually saying you can go fly with him in your dreams.
Hmm.
It's so sweet. He's so sweet. It's like, like big smile, big rosy cheeks. He actually shows up with like round spectacles too, which I haven't seen before. But then I haven't seen a flying bishop either. So, Harold, you rock, man. He is just something else. He says, "Did you tell her? Did you tell her about that I can show her how to fly? It's so much fun. Come fly with me." At first he showed me the flying nun, and he was like, "No, I am not a nun." But he's dressed like that. You know what I mean? He's dressed in the black and the white and the robe type uniform type thing. Really sweet. Harold. Thank you, Harold. Come by anytime. Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. Hark the Herald.
Aw.
Yes, we are harking Harold. Oh my gosh, that's so cute, Amanda.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So Janet, you have Harold, the flying, not the nun. Harold, not the flying nun.
I have a knight standing in front of uh, Stonehenge.
Oh my. Are you
Yeah.
talking about like a knight is in armor?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
I'm
you have a sir.
yeah. I have a Sir. I'm Sir J. I'm trying to get the rest of it. He's quite um very strong, very protective, very serious about
Yeah.
his. Um, almost has her. I guess I guess I'm getting if she
Oh my
never
gosh, that's so
feels
interesting.
what.
Ricky put, you've got, and she says, are we playing chess? Because you got a bishop and now you have a knight. Oh my gosh, that is so
Yeah.
interesting.
See, I miss all these
Oh
things
my gosh, that's
in
so
my head.
interesting.
A knight and a bishop. Well, and it almost is like a maze, like a Stonehenge. I'm almost seeing it as a maze. And if Janet ever feels like she needs protection to put herself in the middle of a Stonehenge,
Right.
and you're safe.
Might have applying then.
Mhm.
I have to thank you, Jennifer, for this humor, because it's really sweet. It's what's coming through, and of course, Spirit always knows, right? Spirit knows what we need when we need it. So, do we have a name for your night for the night, Val? Sir J. We can do Sir J.
Sir J, Sir J, Sir.
Sir J. Sir J. Sir J.
I
Night.
saw Jon, but I'm asking.
Okay.
It's not Sir J.
Okay.
It's Sir John. It's John.
John. Is he like Knights of the Round Table, or
Jonathan.
is he Maltese? Is he a Malta?
I have not seen his face.
Camelot?
He has
No.
the thing on, the helmet.
Okay.
He's very protective and very pretty serious, about
Okay.
his charge. He just said his charge.
Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Sir John.
I'm
Okay,
thinking
cool.
John. I'm pretty sure, but yes,
Okay.
where you ever don't feel safe, go inside of Stonehenge
Yes.
and
Yes.
talk to your knight. He's
Talk
there
to
for
your knight. He's there. And your bishop will probably be hiding somewhere and then pop around and go, hello.
you.
Yeah. Amazing. Anything else for her on that, Val? Or should we go into the meditation?
Just give me 1 second. He's. I don't know. I feel like there's something else and it's not coming about the protection.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go. It feels more like he wants to communicate with you, Janet. Like
Right.
he is. You know how I guess guards and knights kind of keep their information close to only them and the person who needs it. I don't know why I'm feeling like that.
That's okay.
I think he will. You can ask him anything, Janet, and I'm missing a word, and I don't know why it's not coming. Go ahead. We could go ahead. If I think of it, I'll say it if it comes into my head. I feel like
Okay.
I'm trying to get this one trait relayed to me or something.
Like courage or loyalty or devotion or protection
All
or
those so far,
all of
yeah,
those things.
yeah,
Honor. Honor. Like the Knights of the Round Table were always, looking after those honorable characteristics in order to be accepted into the Round
very
Table.
much. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really a uh, uh, an honorable person, right? But
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know if he's a person. I can't see under the night stuff. The the shields and all.
Right.
The weird thing is though, he doesn't have a sword or anything.
Well, maybe because he's not lifting the helmet, it's because he's just for her.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
that happens where the guides are, no, I belong to my person. And
Yeah.
in that privacy and in that protective space, there is a boundary that's set up between you and your angel or your guides that is specific for you. So when we say, can we communicate with, we come
Oh,
in with, head bowed and honor the communication. But the communication really is just us interpreting it with our own filters. So my
right.
filters and Val's filters and your filters may be very different, but
We
our
can.
intention is that you feel loved and that you know that there's a connection available to you that they are showing us.
Yeah. Wiki has a good word, stalwart.
Stalwart, very good. Yeah,
Really sums it up.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah.
And hi, Janet P. We're glad you're here, Janet. So, we really wanted to invite everyone here in the chat, everyone watching later, the opportunity to go to the meditative place inside your heart, inside your head, and visit the angelic realm where your guides and angels are waiting for you, are
Can
always
I,
available for you.
can I
And
suggest one thing before
yeah.
we see a figure eight going from your third eye to your heart, or even your crown, any of them. You want to connect your heart and your mind. Just all.
Mhm.
But I see it as a figure eight, and it just constantly is um, energies flowing.
Right.
Phew, my I am not here. I'm like, whoo, blowing out
we
there.
we talk about the experience after each time, and it dawned
Mm,
on us that, in inviting you to say hello and describing what we're seeing is the opportunity for you to carry that forward in your day, in
mm,
your experience. When you wake up in the morning and you say hello, thank you for being with me, thank you for being a part of my
yeah.
spiritual team, in my human existence. That gratitude piece and that acknowledgement piece changes things. It
Oh,
changes how the day goes. It changes
mm,
um, how hard or easy the day can be. So even though there's something difficult going on, knowing that you have this angelic, gorgeous, loving, available energy and wisdom and love coming your way lightens that. It allows the bliss to become more real. It allows the silliness to come in, the creativity to come in, the forgiveness to come in. It is all those things that, um, when we're small and we have a best friend and we're running around and having such a great time just being who we are, just exploring and being and laughing and giggling and running and, breathing the air of, being alive, that energy of connection and of complete trust. So what I'd like to do is to lead just a very small, quick meditation to help everybody encode, if you will, their
mm,
connection to their guides and angels in a way that is safe and they'll remember, long after this experience of the broadcast. Of course, you can always go back and, watch the broadcast again if you wanted to practice it again. But let's go ahead and become comfortable. If you're driving, please, don't listen to what we're saying. If you're driving, you want to be in a relaxed, safe, stable position of sitting comfortably with your feet on the ground. And we take in a couple of deep breaths. So breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in again. And breathe out. If you want to close your eyes and just listen to the sound of my voice, that's also, another suggestion. Don't let anything distract you from the experience of calling in angelic love, in experiencing that feeling and that wonderful remembering of these spirits and beings that we knew way before we were on planet Earth, when we were there with them, making these agreements, making these contracts, and the sacredness of them. So as we join together, I'm going to imagine that we're all together in a space that is lit and warm and light. And we're going to invite our angels to say hello to your angels, for guides to say hello to guides, and to sit in that glorious, enormous energy of love. Take a moment and notice. Notice how your heart feels like it's getting bigger. Notice how you're feeling warmth surrounding you, like a warm blanket or a beautiful hug from someone that you've loved forever. Knowing that this love is always surrounding you. You may notice different colors. Perhaps your angels are green or gold. Perhaps they step forward in blue or beautiful purple, sparkling, moving slowly and gently. There is nothing hurried or uncomfortable about their love for you, because it's been here and it's been with you all along. The entire time, from the very first time you took a breath, this loving, beautiful group of resource and support have been with you. They are with you. They will not leave you. And they will provide for you nothing but love, nothing but support, creativity, options, beauty, humor, strength, peace. All of those energies come to you at any moment. All we have to do is say, I need your peace. I need your wisdom. I need your clarity. Help me with feeling more loved, more confident as I go through my day, and thank you for being with us. It's very, very powerful how all of the angels are magnifying the amount of love from everyone experiencing this meditation, as they come together with such joy, such harmony, such music. They are excited. They are so loving and so excited to be included in an active way, in a way that says, yes, I know you're there. I can feel you. Notice that warmth that you can feel. Notice what it feels like when they step forward and smile, when they step forward and they say, I'm here. How can I help? What can we do together to experience more beauty, more adventure, more confidence, more love in this lifetime? Let us help you. Let us be a part of the conversation. So I'm going to stop talking now and just let you experience what that feels like to have that incredible hug, that incredible support that whispers, that warms, that comforts. Know that they're always with you. They're with you when you're awake. They're with you when you are asleep. And when you sleep and you ask for them to come with you and show you what you need to you know how to call them now. You know how to say, meet me there. I need to understand. And then know that that safety and that love and that beautiful connection will always be there for you. It's for the highest and the most benefit of all. It is in the angelic realm. And so I invite you to stretch and wiggle, and when you're ready, open your eyes and know that that piece of heaven is yours. It's yours anytime you want it. It's yours anytime you need it. You can experience them and heaven right here, right now, whenever you need it. And so it is.
Whew. I am just buzzing. I'm here. It's like, whew.
I know. I kept hearing so much, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's almost like watching a sunset, a sparkling sunset.
Yeah. Yeah. It
So
was,
beautiful.
yeah. And before you started, I picked a card from
Oh,
from this from the Sage Goddess chakra deck, right? And it says Sacred Serenity. Invite peace into this moment and let it permeate your entire being. Choose serenity, especially in moments of stress. Align with an energy stream of allowance and ease, where you allow everything to be simply as it is right now, without judgment or regret. Peace is your birthright. When you soften into serenity, you also give others permission to do the same. Become the living example of angelic peace that you wish to experience.
wow.
You can't make that up. That was
That's
so
beautiful,
cool.
Val.
That was so cool.
Oh my God. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I'm
I
so
hope everybody got something from that.
well,
Oh,
the
and
chat
poor
got really
Brewer.
the chat got really quiet, so either everybody fell asleep or 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 they all took off. I don't know which is which. But I do want to announce that I'm not going to be on YouTube for a while. I am taking a sabbatical, if you will. And so we won't be doing the show for a while. And I really, really am grateful for everyone for allowing us to share this experience, for you to share it with us. Your angels and guides are spectacular.
Mm.
They are, I don't know how to explain it, but they are amazing, and you are so loved. I'm going to miss you guys, but I really probably won't be back until June. Going to take the month of May and take care of all kinds of stuff. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that your guides and angels are going to pop in on me, so maybe they'll tell me that you're doing great. Let us know if you know how you're doing, and I'll be looking for you guys instead of in the chat, maybe on the website. So,
Can I
um,
can I say one thing before
of
we go?
course,
Bora Bora, when right before we started the meditation, I saw Stonehenge and I saw like an uh, a battalion, an
Mm.
army of knights that were in right up against the rocks, and there. So you have like really deep protection. He was, I guess, the cap. No, I don't captain for a better word. I don't know the knight sequence of events, but there was a bunch of them in there, and I just saw pixie dust here. I'm not sure this is for me. I've come in too late twice. This is what her. I'm not understanding it fully. Do you want a reading, pixie dust? I'm not sure. I don't know what that
I
means.
don't know if she's still here. Okay, yeah, awesome. Thank you for all the well wishes too. Like I said, I will miss you guys because you guys bring me so much joy. So
Maybe she'll
it's
come
so good.
visit me on my trip.
I'll come visit you on your channel, Valerie.
There you go.
So yeah, of course.
And
I can't say no to you. I can't say no.
I
So
love
we're gonna leave you guys with that. My prayer, my hope, my wish was that you guys can always go to that place that you know that you're connected, that you know that you're loved,
your
that you're
sacred
not
space.
alone.
Your
Yeah.
sacred space. I,
You're
I
safe.
believe that was on the first angel video when we talked about how to get to your sacred space. If you need any more help with that, please
Right.
go watch that.
Is it on refresh? It was on refresh, I think, when we were doing the home, finding your home, how to refresh.
Oh
Oh well,
Lord. Um
who knows? Who knows? It's okay. So until next time, you guys are all so welcome. Thanks again for being here. We love you. Love,
bye
love
Ron.
connecting with you guys. Yep. Everybody, thank you so much. And we will either see you when we can. I
We'll be
guess.
back soon. We love you.
We love you too.
You the
Okay.
love you are.
Bye.
Bye guys.